Hi folks, it's John Nizman from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Roadster. We've done quite a bit of work on it, and this is basically just another update to share with you. In our latest video, we were talking about the hood, and we had the underside of the hood repaired and painted. So now we have the hood back on the car. You'll notice we've left the protective coating around the outside just so we can protect the paint while we still have a little bit of work to do underneath the hood. We're going to be setting the carburetors and so on. So I'll just lift this up because now we've got further along the way. All three carburetors have been rebuilt and they're preset. And we've got the air cleaner back on. Now it's quite dusty and we've got fingerprints. We'll take care of all of the final cleaning later. But we're at the stage now where we have this new upgraded radiator. We shared in a previous video. It's a top-of-the-line 4-core rad. It's aluminum and it's been coated with a baked-on black enamel to look not out of place. A lot of guys will add the aluminum rad and it takes away from the appearance underneath the hood, in my opinion. So this way, being black, it's a little more subtle. So we've hooked up, there's 2 fan relays and wiring, and we've hidden all of the wiring and relays well out of the way underneath the fender wells. So we've made lots of progress with that. And then you can see the hood, now that we have the hardware on it, you can see on both ends we have all of the little hardware pieces of trim. You see the hinges are back on, and what a nice contrast now, because you see the finished silver paint with that nice black correct satin, and then it matches the radiator and the support. So that's kind of what it should look like, in my opinion. And then when we're looking at the engine bay, there's a couple of things to point out. I'll just come over to that passenger side. We did the manifold gaskets, and we can share some pictures later on. You can see that these exhaust manifolds have been taken off. They were painted an incorrect color and quite rusty. So we media blasted and cleaned them, and now we've coated them with a ceramic coating, and it looks like it's cast iron. So it's actual cast iron ceramic paint, and it's a special high heat paint on the manifold. And if we come around the other side, we'll come around the front nose and to the driver's side, and you'll notice the same thing. So there's a couple of things here. The steering box, you can see now, is the replacement one. So it's a brand new steering box. The original one, the worm gear and the seals were all worn and it had excessive play. So we replaced it with a brand new steering box with the correct ratio, and then it's clear. You can see obviously the exhaust manifold again on this side with the nice coating on it. So lots of attention to detail. Everything is cleaned and coated properly. And then our next step, now that we have the hood done and the carburetors, now we just have to preset them, because we have 3 2-barrel carburetors. The carburetor in the center is your primary that does most of the work. So we have to let the engine cool down, and then we'll start it a couple of times, cold start, make sure the choke operates properly. We'll have to do a couple of road tests on it to make sure that the front and back carbs, which are the secondaries, that they kick in when we need them to, and then it idles properly. So we'll do a few more testing kilometers before we send it back to the client and detail the car. So it's progressing very well. The hood now looks quite nice, and all the mechanical issues have been taken care of, and now we have extra capacity cooling. So this 1967 Corvette Roadster big block is going to be quite a happy car, in my opinion. So we'll share with you as we continue on with the details on this car. So I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.